Canva. Whether you have an account with Canva or a free account or a paid account, let me motivate you to start creating at least one piece of marketing on your own. If you're overwhelmed, can you hire someone to do this? Yes. A lot of times we want to create our own content so we don't look the same as everyone else. But let me just tell you the truth. I'd rather you use the content that's created for you or templates. I promise you, we don't all have the same followers. I could easily have the same followers as an instructor. Why? Because a lot of people look for us. But as real estate agents, the people that follow us are the people that found us because we post every day. Feels like a lot, at least once a week. It's about 7 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. Or our audience or people that already know us. So let me just give you the win. Don't worry about anyone else. Only worry about your own content. Now, just as a disclaimer, I always like to remind you, if you're going to create graphics, if you put your name in the graphic, make sure you have the company logo or the company name, and make sure your name is not larger than the company name. Equal size, or the company name has to be larger. So we're going to let's just create a post. I'm going to make it easy. When you log into Canva, I'm top left-hand corner, we're going to create a design. I have the paid version. When I click create a design, I get options based on how I use Canva. So I'm going to start with going up to the top and typing in the word Instagram. And we'll start with Instagram, and I'm going to go with an Instagram square. If you do the portrait, it's going to almost feel like the size of a mobile device. If you use the square and someone scrolls through your feed or profile, through your profile, it looks cleaner. That's my opinion. That's what I'm going with. So I'm going to go with an Instagram post. And once you click post, just as a quick review, you don't have to be an expert. Just notice over to the left, design is where you search. Elements that are if you want to add something extra, and then you have text. And I'll scroll down to uploads. This is where you can upload your photo and the company logo. Can you add your brand template? Yes, that'll be another video. So we're going to start with design, and I'll type in real estate tips. And once I type in real estate tips, let's go with, I need to see. Notice Canva's still working a little bit, but now, so we found things. What Canva's doing is Canva's giving me suggestions. Canva has already given me pre-created layouts. I like Canva, the paid version. It is worth the $10 a month if you pay up front for the year, 120 bucks. So you can literally scroll through and find something you like, and you could just use what's already created. So I'm going to go with this one. Can't see what it is. I like this because I'm doing a home buyer workshop. So are you ready for home ownership? I even like the colors. So here's what I'm going to do. I even like the photos in the background. So are you ready for home ownership? I like that. Your credit score is solid. Your debt is manageable. You can afford a down payment. You have enough set aside for maintenance. I like this. I could also say your credit score is solid, or I'm going to fix it, or okay. How about we do this? Or okay, your debt is manageable. You can afford a down payment or a down payment resource. And then when I add more text, I adjust it a little bit, and I'll move this one down so it looks a little bit cleaner. And I like this. You have enough set aside for maintenance, maybe, or I can just say, contact me today. Boom, we're good. Then, if I'm not crazy about the colors in the background, notice what happens when I click. When I click at the top of the screen, I can choose the color, and I can change the color over to the right. And I like white because it just looks more like the company brand. Then what I can do is go over to the left, and I can look in my uploads for either my photo or the company logo. Because I have the paid version, I have pre-created folders. So I have one that's called logo. So I can add the logo. If you move the image and things like this happen, hold down the control key or the command key, and you can move the images anywhere, and it won't take over a background image. Whoops, undo, top left, click, move this around. let go, and then I can, if you want to change the size of an image, go with the corners, because if you use any other section, it will actually just cut off the image. If you goof, top left, just undo. So I'm going to move this around. I like it right here. Then I'm going to add my image. So of course, like I mentioned, I have all of my images uploaded in a folder. I seem to have liked this one the most lately. If I don't like where it's located in the actual pre-created template, I can double click and then move the image over. I can, once I double click, I can change the size, and I like this. At this point, I can literally just post the image just like it is. And can I add my information? Yes. If you want to add your information, think about how you want to add it. I would go back to contact me today, and I'm just going to put in contact Carrie Little today. Send a DM. Easy. Done. We're done. We're done. We're done. And if I start to put in punctuation, I'll go and fix that for every one of the elements. And again, can you make things bigger or smaller? Absolutely. There's so much more you can do, but I created an image. We're good. Image number one. Once I'm finished, if I go to the top left-hand corner, I can click home, or I can click create new design. If you want to keep this design open, hold down the control key or the command key and then click create design. Oh, it's not doing it for me. Let me just hold down the control key and then click home, and I open another browser. So again, go with home. So this one is already here. I'm creating a new one. And this time, let's go up to the top and let's type in Instagram Reel. And then I'm going to go with the blank slate. I could have put in Instagram Reel real estate. I'm just going to go with the blank slate and use the design option in the top left-hand corner. So templates, design, and I'll type in real estate tips. Canva will remember how you searched. Now, again, scroll through, find what you like. I like this one. I like this one because I just did a video on this. And notice Canva has 2 pages, so I'll click apply both. True or false, you need a down payment. I like that. Let's see what the second one says. False. While a 20% down payment can avoid private mortgage insurance, there are many programs available. Boom. Now this is where I'm going to show you, I'm not going to use my brand. I'm going to show you how to change the colors. So I can, at this point, I like this is about what, 17 seconds long. I can shrink this. What Canva did was Canva made the second video a little bit longer so someone can actually read it. I'm going to shorten it on purpose just to tell you that if they can't read it, they have to watch it again. And then it actually pushes you up the feed in Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels. And by the way, this could be a Facebook Reel. This could be a YouTube short, or this could be an Instagram Reel. It could also be placed on Threads. It could also be placed in your stories. I didn't say TikTok because TikTok's layout is a little bit slimmer. So we're going to go with this. However, before I actually just use the content, I'm going to change the colors. So I'm going to change this background. Notice when I click the background, I can see the color here. If I click the text, I can change the color of the text. So if I click in my, let's call this the painter's palette, anywhere outside of the image, I can start over. So I'm going to change this to the company colors. Because you don't see the company colors here, if you upload the logo, let me show you what should happen. I choose the company logo. I'll add it. We'll move it down. Then when I go back up to the top and I click the color palette, notice my logo, the color palette is here. So I can change the palette down at the bottom and then have a question, book a call at, or send a DM. Hopefully people know what that means. And I'll shrink this. So I highlighted it, and you can highlight by double clicking, or I used Control A when I clicked on the actual element. So I'll shrink it a little bit. Looks great. We'll go to the second video and I'll change the background colors. So we'll click this, the element, I'll change the background color. Whoops. And I'll do this. We'll say instead of, we'll double click, and I'll say contact Carrie Little today. And this time I'll put the office number. Boom. We're done. Can I put my image if I want? Yes, I'm just going to go with simple. We just created an actual video for Instagram and Facebook or Threads or Stories. Easy. So now let's create one for TikTok. So I'm going to go back home, and I can tell that I still have this window open. So we'll go to the top and we'll type in TikTok, enter. And so we'll go with a blank template. Now, again, can I put in TikTok, real estate? Let's see what we get. And you can use this to actually go search for what you want. This might be better because you can actually see it. Let's see. Meet the agent. Oh, let's do, have you made a post on Meet the Agent? That might be nice. How about real estate agent? Let's see what we get. We can be more specific. Think of it, go search for it. We'll let Magic Design keep working. So Canva's giving you some other ideas. Oh, I kind of like that. I like this. Now, do you have any videos of you just standing somewhere? I'm going to go with, I'm thinking TikTok. I don't like the fact that it gave me all of these other options. So I'm going to go back to just real estate. And let's see if we get all of the vertical options. Yeah, I like this. So I'm getting exactly what I want. And now I just have to find the template that makes sense for what I'm trying to do. So preparing to buy real estate. Oh, I kind of like this. I don't have a video of me, so I'm not going to go with that. Oh, let me give you a tip. We're going to go with this one. So I'm going to click this video. And then I'm going to click customize this template. So notice that I went in a different way to create the content. You can simply just click the blank palette and then you can create your content. Now, I like things clean. I don't like all the fluff. So the first thing I do is I get rid of some of this extra stuff. I don't like the extra. I'm simple. I don't like the extra. If you like the extra, go for it. And then I'm going to change the background to white. Again, I like clean. I like simple. I just think it's easier to read. I'll do the same for the second page. Now, when I change the background, watch what happens. All of the white will disappear, or it's harder to see. So I will take a second and I can lasso this, highlight these two images and change the font. And I could just go with with a black font. Now, again, I'm going to get rid of all this extra fluff. So I'll get rid of that one. I don't know what this is straight up extra for me. I don't even, can I get it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then there's like that. Oh, maybe I'll keep it. Let's see what happens. Now, because you're like, well, Carrie, what happened to the logo? Let's go add the logo so we can get our brand colors. Now, this one happens to be the transparent logo. So we'll drag this down to the bottom. And now we can change these colors to the brand. I think it's that one. Okay, scroll back up. I'll change these colors. If you're like Carrie, the colors don't look like I want, it doesn't pop, go with the darker color. Then I'm going to actually show you another step. I would go back up here to the text, and I'm going to add, these are the default styles. You can go down and get fancy if you want. Again, I like clean and simple. It's easier to read. The more you put in this, the harder it is to read. So I'm going to change this to, I'm going to add Carrie Little. I have to say this. You can say Realtor. And then now, because I didn't add the company logo, you might say, well, Carrie, you didn't add the company logo. I could argue that because this is going to be a video when we download it and the logo is on the second page, I'm good. But, oh, there's other pages we got to go figure out. But because, I want to make sure that agents are in compliance with license law, let's add it up here at the top. And then it's not questionable. Then let's scroll down to the last page, working with a real estate. I like all this. I'm going to change this background to white. We'll change the text so you can read it. Again, getting rid of this extra stuff. If you want to leave it, you might want to change it to brand colors. And hold off on the people that we don't know. Hold off on that. Now, again, I like clean, so I'm going to change the background color to white. And then I'm going to highlight these two elements and I'm going to change the text. I'm getting rid of this. This is just too extra for me. I'll put the company logo again. We'll put it here. We'll scroll down and we'll add it here. I'm using control. I copied it and then control V to paste. Again, if you want to be put the extra stuff, you can. Again, I am the person that likes simple. Closing the deal. I'm going to change the background. Why does it keep moving? And then we'll change the background color to white. We'll change the font to a color that I think people can read. Again, here we go. Let's see, what's this background? So notice we have two options for the color. So I'm going to change this to the company color to see what it looks like. Nah. But I will change this just to show you. You can use those extra elements if you insist. Do you have to work this hard? No. If you see there's an option that says change all, you can change everything. So now we have our the TikTok video created. Could you, am I suggesting that you change the images? Yes. So this one happens to be an image. Was it a video? It's a video. This one happens to be a video. So I'm going to go over to the left. Now let's look at the elements. So design is where we found our template. Elements, if you put in, I'm going to type in modern kitchen. And then instead of using people I don't know, I'm going to choose video. And let's add a video. And I like to look for the shorter videos, but even if you can't find something really, really short, you can always change the size. I mean, the length when you click, just know you can come up here and trim it. So I'm going to go with that video. No, I'm not, because I don't like the landscape in the background. That's not realistic for where we live. So if I were to click this image, it says 15 seconds. So I'm going to change it to like 5 seconds. Then let's scroll down and let's put in another image down here. 17 seconds. We're going with it. Click once, click the edit, 5 seconds. In the background of this one, I'll use the same image I used in the other video. Notice I just hovered and let go. Click on the actual video, click edit, and you can shorten. Oh, I need the video. We're going to click trim, and I'm going to make this again like 5 or 6 seconds. And then again here, this time let's put in a house. And then, I would say find something that looks similar to where we live, or you can go find like a neighborhood. This is 20 seconds. I don't want this to be that long, so I'm going to go with like 6 seconds. We're done. So now that you've created all of these, then you can open up Canva on your mobile device and you can download the videos. There you have it. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you for watching another episode with me. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, take a second and subscribe today and follow my playlist, Learn to Earn. If you like learning from me, share this with a friend, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm Carrie Little, the designated managing broker of Caremark Realty Group. Thank you for watching.